I start. We left here. Even a leisurely game like cricket demanding grace rather than strength. So here he speaks about cricket, which is otherwise a very slow game, but it becomes very vigorous and rough when it is played at an international level. For example, he refers to the bodyline bowling. Bodyline bowling is when the bowler deliberately aims at or when he attacks the body of the batsman, then naturally it can cause injury. And then he refers to two other games, football and boxing. Football and boxing, as we all know, they involve a lot of violence and they are full of energy, and they are naturally, when they are played at an international level, then a lot of unpleasantness and ugliness takes place. For example, he refers to the game of boxing and he speaks of a boxing match where the two participants are, one of them is a white man and the other is a black. So there a lot of unpleasantness takes place when it is played at an international level, boxing. Then in the next paragraph, he speaks about the craze for sports in young countries. Young countries are those countries where the development has been very recent. For example, he names some countries like India, Burma, Spain. So they have a great passion for sports. They have a great craze for sports. The players behave in a very wrong manner, and even the audience, the spectators, they also behave very in a very unbecoming fashion, in a very bad manner. For example, he says that the spectators, they want to enter the playground and they want to intervene, ਵਿੱਚ ਦਖਲ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਦੂਸਰੀ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਟੀਮ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਰਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਐਂਡ ਇਵਨ ਵੈਨ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਅਨਏਬਲ ਟੂ ਡੂ ਸੋ, ਇਵਨ ਵੈਨ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਅਨਏਬਲ ਟੂ ਐਂਟਰ ਦ ਗਰਾਊਂਡ, ਦੈਨ ਦੇ ਟਰਾਈ ਟੂ ਇਨਫਲੂਐਂਸ ਦ ਗੇਮ, ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਅਸਰ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈ, ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਟੀਮ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਤਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ, ਦੇ ਟਰਾਈ ਟੂ ਇਨਫਲੂਐਂਸ ਦ ਗੇਮ ਬਾਈ ਚੀਅਰਿੰਗ देयर ओन ਸਾਈਡ। ਸੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਟੀਮ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਵਧੀਆ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਦੈਨ ਦੇ ਕਲੈਪ and rattling opposing players with boos and insults. Rattling means disturbing so that the other is not able to perform well. Rattling the opposing players with boos and insults. So now the last four lines, just pay attention to the last four lines of this particular passage. Serious sport has nothing to do with fair play. So serious sport is sport at an international level. It has, so when the matches are held, then there is no fair play. Fair play means playing according to the rules. It is bound up with hatred, jealousy, boastfulness, disregard of all rules, and sadistic pleasure in witnessing violence. So it has nothing to do with fair play. Whenever the games are played at an international level, they are not played according to the rules. Rather, the players as well as the spectators, darshakan devi, as well as the spectators have these feelings only towards the opposing team. They have hatred, jealousy, boastfulness. Boastfulness means when you speak very high about your team, when you really praise your own team, even if it deserves the praise or not, that is boastfulness. Disregard of all rules. So rules are not paid attention to, and sadistic pleasure in witnessing violence. So what is sadistic pleasure? Sadistic pleasure is when you derive happiness out of the sufferings of others. When you become happy when you see others suffer. So the normal people never become happy when they see the sufferings of others. But when we are witnessing a match at an international level, we feel very happy when the players of the opposing team, when they get hurt or when they are defeated or when they are beaten up by our own countrymen, we become happy. So that means that we exhibit abnormal behavior when we are witnessing matches at an international level. In other words, it is war minus the shooting. So again, this line is very important. It means sports at an international level. It is just like a war minus the shooting. Only the gunshots are not fired. So it is just like a war. Next paragraph. Instead of blabbering about the clean, healthy rivalry of the football field and the great part played by the Olympic Games in bringing the nations together, it is more useful to inquire how and why this modern cult of sport arose. So blabbering means speaking nonsense. बेतुकियां गल्लां करनियां, blah blah करना. So according to him, if we say that there is very healthy competition, there is very clean and healthy competition when the matches are held at an international level, then we are just speaking nonsense. So ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਇਹਦੀ ਬਜਾਏ ਕੀ ਕਰੋ? ਇਹਦੀ ਬਜਾਏ try to find out the reasons of the present state of affairs. ਕਿ ਕਿਉਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ games ਦੀ ਇਹ ਵਾਲੀ ਦੁਰਦਸ਼ਾ ਕਿਉਂ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ? Why the players behave like this and why the spectators behave like this. So he's trying to find out the reasons कि क्यों इस तरह होया. So according to him, in the ancient times, though people took great interest in the games, but they were never played like this. There was not so much of roughness and violence involved. So he refers to the very ancient times, Roman times. So all the games, though they were played in the ancient times also. So ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੋਈ ਸੀਗੀ? ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਟਾਈਮਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. ਪਰ ਉਦੋਂ games were never played like this. So then so ਉੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਆ ਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ that ਕਦੋਂ ਤੋਂ games ਵਿੱਚ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ games ਦੀ ਗਿਰਾਵਟ ਕਦੋਂ ਤੋਂ ਆਈ? When they became a heavily financed activity. ਜਦੋਂ ਪੈਸਾ ਲੱਗਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਿਆ companies ਦਾ ਵਿੱਚ, then the games were sponsored, matches ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈਸਾ ਲੱਗਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਿਆ. ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ? Then the games started to be played like this with great competition and the sporting spirit just went out. So the first key reason ਦੱਸਿਆ that the games have become a heavily financed activity. Money is involved, and then he tries to find out the reasons behind this development कि क्यों games ऐदा हुन खेडियां जांदियां. First is the rise of nationalism. The rise of nationalism means now we have started loving our own countries and we have started hating the rest of the world. Here it means this only. Nationalism otherwise means love for your country. But now we have started loving our own country and we want to see it win, irrespective of the fact whether it deserves to win or not. So rise of nationalism ਜਦੋਂ ਤੋਂ ਹੋਇਆ, now the games have started to be played like this. ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਈਡ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਜਿੱਤਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ, ਸਾਡੀ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਜਿੱਤਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ. ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ the people never identified with their country so much ਜਿੰਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈ. And second reason is lack of physical activity. कि ਹੁਣ लोकी ज़्यादा physical activity, they do not involve themselves in physical activities. They do not indulge in much physical activity because people live in cities. So he speaks about urban communities here. Urban communities ਦਾ मतलब ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸ਼ਹਿਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਲੋਕ ਰਹਿਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਏ, and there they keep on sitting for long hours and naturally they do not want, they do not know where to spend their energy on. They have a lot of pent up energy which is saved inside them. For example, ਇੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ? just try to find it. देखो इत्थों दी so, also organized games are more likely to flourish in urban communities. Organized games की है where the matches are organized. So matches तकरीबन कितने लोग ज़्यादा देखने जाते हैं? They go and watch matches in cities. So urban communities शहरी जिथे लोग है शहर जिथे हैगे उत्थे organized games are more likely to be popular. लोग ज़्यादा matches देखने जाते हैं. Where the average human being lives a sedentary means ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਬੈਠਣ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੈ clear मतलब ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿ activity ਘੱਟ ਹੈਗੀ so where the average human being lives a sedentary or at least a confined life means he lives indoors most of the times ਕਿ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੀ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ for example he goes to his offices ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੀ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ so ਬਾਹਰ ਘੱਟ ਜਾਂਦਾ in a where the average human being lives a sedentary or at least a confined life and does not get much opportunity for creative labor. So in the cities, people do not get much opportunity for creative labor. Labor means hard work. So creative labor ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ when you create a new thing. Okay, so ਸ਼ਹਿਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ we do work a lot but our labor is not creative. We do not create anything. Okay, for example, in the villages people do creative labor for example they do farming even carpentry is creative labor ਪਰ ਸ਼ਹਿਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ so just look at this in a rustic community a boy or a young man works off a good deal of his surplus energy means extra energy by walking swimming snowballing climbing trees, riding horses, and by various sports involving cruelty to animals such as fishing, cockfighting, and ferreting for rats. Ferreting for rats means ਚੂਹਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਭ ਕੇ ਮਾਰਨਾ. Okay, so ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੈਗਾ? A boy or a young man, he works off a good deal of his surplus energy. अपनी एनर्जी किधर लगा देता है? By walking, swimming, snowballing, climbing trees, riding horses क्योंकि बाहर का जिहड़ा जीवन है outdoors रहना this is more common in villages पर शहरों में की हुंदा देखो in a big town one must indulge in group activities if one wants an outlet for one's physical strength or for one's sadistic impulses so outdoor activities we do not get a chance to indulge in outdoor activities in cities इस करके फिर लोग की करते हैं people go out to watch matches in the evenings all through the day they keep on sitting indoors for example in their offices in schools in colleges and in the evenings now they want to spend their extra energy so where do they go instead of involving themselves in a game they go out and watch matches और उत्थे फिर की करते they behave in a very ugly manner क्योंकि एनर्जी अंदर हुंदी है ਉਹਨੂੰ spend ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ so now I am at second last paragraph if you wanted to add to the vast fund of ill will existing in the world at this moment so there is already a lot of ill will existing in the world already countries ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਦੀਆਂ we do not have good feelings for the other countries we do not wish them well so ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਵਧਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ what to do so ਇੱਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਵਿਅੰਗ ਹੈਗਾ so what to do you could hardly do it better than by a series of football matches between Jews and Arabs Germans and Czechs Indians and British, Russians and Poles, and Italians and Yugoslavs. Each match to be watched by a mixed audience of 1 lakh spectators. So, he is speaking about the traditional enemies. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਸੋ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣੀ ਹੋਰ ਵਧਾਣੀ ਹੈ then what to do ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਰਹੇ ਆ एक दूसरे दे for example Jews and Arabs Germans and the people of Germany and Czechoslovakia, Indians and British. Why Indians and British? Because India was under British domination for a long time. So ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਮੰਨਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਕੀ ਹੋਣਗੇ, ਰਵਾਇਤੀ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਹੋਣਗੇ. ਸੋ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸਭ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਕਰੋ, just organize matches between these traditional enemies, ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਦੇ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਕਰਵਾਓ, ਮੈਚਸ ਕਰਵਾਓ. ਫॉर एग्जाम्पल ਫਿਰ ਅੱਗੇ ਕਿਹਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ, Russia and the people of Russia and Poland and the people of Italy and Yugoslavia. और ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਕਰੋ, ਜੇ ਹੋਰ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣੀ ਵਧਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕੀ ਕਰੋ, each match to be watched, ਕਿ ਮੈਚਸ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਵਾਓ ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿਕਸਡ ਆਡੀਅੰਸ ਰੱਖੋ. ਮਿਕਸਡ ਆਡੀਅੰਸ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਫॉर एग्जाम्पल ਜੇ ਮੈਚ ਹੈਗਾ ਰਸ਼ੀਆ ਤੇ ਪੋਲੈਂਡ ਦਾ, then arrange a crowd which should have both Russians and people from Poland. Then what will happen when these people watch a match between their countries? ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਗੇ, you can well imagine ਕਿੰਨਾ ਝਗੜਾ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਔਰ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਅਨਪਲੇਜ਼ੈਂਟਨੈਸ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਐਂਡ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵੱਧ ਜਾਏਗੀ. So next ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਫਿਰ, the same paragraph, I do not of course suggest that sport is one of the main causes of international rivalry. So ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ that only sports is responsible for the enmity between the nations. ਕਹਿੰਦਾ I am not saying that, but ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ still you do make things worse by sending forth a team of 11 men. ਪਰ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਖਰਾਬ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਮਾਹੌਲ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਖਰਾਬ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ when you send your team. So naturally he is referring to the cricket team because that is a team of 11 men. So ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਟੀਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭੇਜਦੇ ਹੋ ਦੂਸਰੀਆਂ ਕੰਟਰੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, then you do make things worse, ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਟਰੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣੀ ਵਧਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ. Still you do make things worse by sending forth a team of 11 men labeled as national champions to do battle against some rival team and allowing it to be felt on all sides that whichever nation is defeated will lose face. And then you create such an atmosphere where everybody starts thinking that if we lose this match then our country will be disgraced, ਸਾਡੀ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਦੀ ਬੇਇੱਜ਼ਤੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ, ਸਾਡੀ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਮਿੱਟੀ 'ਚ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਏਗਾ. then if you create such an atmosphere then naturally you do not have good feelings for the other country, then the enmity increases. So in the last stanza he again comes back to the point from where he had started. So he had started with the visit of the Dynamo team to England. So ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ now I hope that we will not send our team to the USSR. USSR is Russia only. So now we will stop. What he means to say is that I hope now we will stop playing sports at an international level. So now I have come to the end of this chapter. I hope you have been listening to my earlier audios and I hope you will listen to this audio also very carefully, and I am waiting for your response.